Bruh. I forgot I had Spotify open on my phone. I went to reconnect my earbuds, and it switched from the PS5 back to my phone. Am I still live? I'm still live, right? I am. Cool. Bro, don't remind me about the pizza, okay? The pizza did not deserve all that. Shit. No, I'm not. Damn. Alright, well thank you for telling me that. I'll see what I can do. That was sarcasm, by the way, in case it didn't sound like sarcasm. Hold on, I want to turn voice chat off in game. The fuck? Hold on. My charger fell out of the bowl. I don't know how, but it did. My charger offed itself before GTA 6. How tragic. The fact I've known you for almost 1 year, you still feel the need to clarify. Yeah, no, to be fair, I'm the type of person to be sarcastic, but like I'll sound serious, or I'll make a joke, but I'll sound serious. Like I'll say something about, I can't actually say it on YouTube, never mind. I was gonna use an example, but I gotta think of a new one. Hold on. I don't know, earlier, I said something in a way that wasn't like I was joking or whatever. There was chicken on my pizza, and it was the truth. To be fair, there was chicken on my pizza, but my mom thought I was serious, and she came in there like, "What? There shouldn't be chicken on your pizza. It should just be cheese." I'm like, "Nah, come in here. There's some chicken on my pizza." And what it was is they had like this big old bag of chicken or whatever, right? And it was sitting on top of the pizza box. So there was in fact chicken on my pizza, but there wasn't chicken on my pizza, if that makes sense. Speaking of pizza, it's like a dad joke, bro. I'm literally, dude, I'm not a dad, which is the funny thing, but I make dad jokes religiously. You don't understand. Is the game allowed enough, by the way? I don't know if like, I can't really check right now. Let me know what the commentary to audio to game ratio is. Like, is it quiet? Can you hear me? Because what I hear is absolute violence. Practicing. No, that's literally my whole flow. Audio is fine. Okay, you can hear me. Can you hear me more than the game? That's what I want to know. Yay, nay, what's the commentary to game audio looking like? God, my aim's ass. Like, I can hear myself, but I'm also listening to the sound of screams, gunfire, and, like, everything else. Setting for the game audio is fine? Okay. I was just wondering, because I can't really change that right now. I'm kind of locked into a whole thing here.
Way out of here is sealed. Pretty complex. I'll need time.
Ultra Trunks. Dude, if there's depending on which version of Trunks, I might have to spend money on Legends, man. I don't want to do that. Not Ultra Princess Trunks before GTA 6 is wild. I'm trying to read and I'm trying to hit my shots at the same time, and doing that with a bow is like the worst option. So the audio is good. I know I've asked like 8 times now, but I just want to be sure, because again, to me it sounds like the game is louder than my own thought process right now. I usually have my headset down like halfway. Audio's bad, you lied. Okay, it sounds kind of good to me. But I just want to know what my commentary sounds like. Like, can you guys hear me specifically? I don't want to know if you can hear the game. I want to know if you can hear me, because for me, all I hear is the game. I can't hear myself. I'm just hoping that I'm saying words. I'm listening to the sound of violence and, like, no thoughts. Oh, sarcasm. Okay, alright. Well, see, in text format, it's a little different, you know? You gotta, like, add more letters to the word if you're gonna, like, be sarcastic in text format. You'd be like, no, it's actually bad, I lied. You know? You gotta, like, convey that sarcasm in text format. I'm the last person to be saying that, though, because I don't even do that myself. I will, but then I won't. It's like a 50-50 thing. I missed. I might be bad at the game. I am. I'm gonna be so honest, like, you between Beat Off Arms Zamasu and Sword of Hope Trunks? Oh, Sword of Hope. Could be a Fire Ultra, actually. If it's Sword of Hope Trunks, yes. If it's Beat Off Arms Zamasu, you're having a field day, I guess, and I know for a fact you're in a poem. I'm saying words indeed. Okay, what if I started speaking Tamaranian? Like, what if I just hit you guys with some oop, gorf, gobble, snap, or some shit? I don't know. Would you guys hear me then if I said oop, gorps, gobble, snap? Loki, if I started speaking Tamaranian, there's probably a Duolingo for it. Dude, I have my headset turned all the way down just so I can hear what I'm saying and be able to, like, control my own volume.
Just on the other side of...
I had to work on... I don't know why PS5 does that. On PS4, it was nice because, like, whenever I started streaming, it would just kind of be fine. And then whenever the game was loud, on the stream it would also be loud. Like, it's nice that PS5 does that by default, but whenever I can't hear myself think or talk and I'm streaming, it's like, damn, It must be crazy loud on stream, but then it's literally just me, like, I can't even hear the game. We don't have wife beater? What do you mean wife beater trunks? Are we talking like Z trunks? Like Cut Frieza and Twang trunks? Or are we talking like... We have green doo-doo oh yeah. We do have a green sweater trunks, that's insane. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, tank top. You're right, bro. Dude, tank top trunks beat the shit out of Android 18. Oh, Revoke. Hi, hello. What's up? You tried hard as fuck to form that. I did, in fact, try really hard. Praise me for putting it together, please. Thank you. Don't, actually. That was the most scuffed sentence I've ever thrown out. Probably. God, this gameplay probably looks so sporadic to you guys. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'm just out here doing literally everything. This looks so sporadic now that I think about it. Trucker hat? Yeah, no, we got the fucking dude who's out here telling people not to lecture them with their $30 haircut before we got princess trunks. You know, it'd be crazy if I'm like yapping this whole time and I made sure to go into voice chat settings and turn that off, but I didn't hit apply. So I'm probably just annoying the fuck out of my random teammates here. What a blunder that would be, right, chat? People are saying it could be Ultra one-hand go. Dude, Ultra Future Gohan? Oh, dude, that would be awesome. We haven't gotten Future Gohan in so long, dude. We got the old Extreme Assist. We got that one LF from like 8 years ago. We got like a couple more extremes, like one. Do we even have a sparking normal version? We went in January, did we? Did we really? Plot twist, yeah, actually has you muted. Oh, the rand. You'd have to go like entirely out of your way to do that in this game. Oh, you son of a bitch. Bro dodged my ult. He knew it was problematic. The yellow sparking. Okay, so we do have. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. So we have like 2 sparking Gohans. One of them is an LF. We got Extreme Trunks Gohan Assist. We have the one that goes Super Saiyan. Doesn't he transform into a Super Saiyan? I'm trying to do like 85 things at once right now, and multitasking is not my strong suit. I'm trying to stay somewhat optimal on gameplay and hit my shots. I'm trying to read chat on 2 different screens because PS5 doesn't like to display full messages, or all messages for that point. It'll do like top messages, but it won't do like all, so I gotta have my phone on hand and then read everything on my phone. I think I'm more surprised by the fact I haven't died. I'm gonna go into that would be hilarious if it like didn't apply my my voice settings. Okay, it did. Alright, cool. That'd be hilarious if it doesn't matter though. Okay, let me actually read up on what I probably missed. Yeah, okay, no, and Succession, I've completely forgot about them. How did I forget about that unit specifically when you religiously used him? So annoying, because you have to like kill him 3 times basically. Yes, I know it's 2, I'm just saying 3 because it's 2 people. And those 2 people technically come back. A lurk, you must switch from Fallout to Infected, I bet. Did Fallout finally work? Before you go lurk, did it finally work or not? I don't know, an Ultra Future Gohan would go so hard if done right, bro. You had to reinstall it? Typical Bethesda experience. You haven't. Don't revisit and then get, like, immensely fucked immediately after. Checked all your customs, you spent like 30 minutes adding emotes. So was it not working because of your emotes then? Or like, I don't know. That probably wouldn't be the case. It's a Bethesda title. Like, dude, Skyrim for me could crash because, like, for what I might think is the problem, being, I don't know, me using 3 different weather mods. The actual problem, the wood replacement. The wood is incompatible. Can't use a wood. God forbid. Gotta stick to good old vanilla wood graphics. But I can use 3 weather mods. I wish I was joking. No, I'm not. I've had an experience where I'll be like, oh, it's probably because I'm using this sky mod with this weather mod and they're not compatible. But then it ends up being, oh, so because I installed a pair of shoes, I can't use anything or play the game. That's cool. Just gonna let you log in. Damn, you went through like step 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10. Damn. You unplugged and everything. It was working 3 hours later. Dude, that's how it is with like that controller problem you guys were having. Like, whenever I had it, literally all I had to do was plug the controller up and then just do literally nothing because I didn't know what to do. Then I woke up and it was fine. I was like, oh, okay. Alright. Next time I want to use 4Q against me.
The layer is up ahead, under that collar machine. Just under
I would love to use OG 4Q, but unfortunately he sucks so much ass that it would actually just not be recommended at all. Oh, are we oh, we're past. Okay. Damn. I'm not used to spawning in this late, or like to one of these missions, and it's like this far into the end game. Damn, they just completely ignored everyone. Stay on the bench for a reason, bro. But like, Dragon Fist. I want to have fun with Dragon Fist 4Q. Let me use Dragon Fist 4Q Legends. They gave him a unique and a Zenkai and he still sucks ass. God forbid I have fun with my favorite unit, man. Can't even do that much. Can you not? Either of you? Just talk about Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist putting numbers on you? Bro. Okay, hang on, I'm actually kind of getting fucked. One sec. And my earbuds falling out of my ear. Help. Dude. This probably sounds so wrong without the actual, like, gameplay audio. You didn't die? What the fuck? What the hell? There we go. Alright, health. No, this might be worse than the last run. The last run is not at all anything. Can I go over here? Thank you. My greatest enemy, physics and collision. We're missing one. The fuck? But no, dude, which Super Saiyan? We're talking about Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist, right? No, he's actually, unironically, still somewhat relevant. And I hate it. It wasn't just him. It was the rest of your team. Okay, to be fair. If you're gonna talk about a unit, make sure you also take into account that you were also using a pretty optimized team compared to my own, and that team was somewhat meta-relevant. And also almost a direct counter to my own team. It is not as impressive as you think, my my young ward. I don't know, most Legends 1v1s are either impressive or they're not. But like, let's talk about when the game actually works. Did I see Jared pulling Frieza? No, because I still have that group chat muted. Can you back the fuck off? Thank you. Get up off me. Let me alone. Well, that's the most unfortunate placement of all time. Somehow working. Remember just killing the LF? Yeah, no, the LF, yes. But that was the most he did that entire match. Again, to be fair. I'm just trying to keep it fair around here. In the world of Legends, what really is fair, you know? The game fucking me in the ass every single time we 1v1? Or, the game not fucking me in the ass every time we 1v1? You know, who's to really say? I don't know, I usually perform really well whenever the game actually lets me do the things that I want to do. Like, if I swipe my screen and it vanishes, that's awesome. I love it when it does that. I love when the game behaves as intended. But then whenever I, like, swipe up and I tap a card and it glows green, but then it does taps or it doesn't do, like, anything at all, or I just sit there looking goofy, then we don't love when the game doesn't behave as intended. You know, at that point, that's just my sign to put the game down, because the game doesn't want me to win, and it's reminding me that it does not like me at all. And I am in an uphill, no-win, losing scenario every day of the week. So, Legends is like a toxic relationship, dude. Like, you hate it, but you just always come back. There's always something pulling you back in. We, bro. Who's the we? I found an unironical Destiny 2 grind that is filling a spot in my brain that needs to be itched. That is a sentence that I said. It wasn't a good sentence, but the message is there. Bruh. What are we bruhing? We're so not listening to stream, wrapping up to Herdicado. Oh, yeah! Yeah, no, I have a cat. Oh my god, I want to show it to you. I have... This thing cost me $32.50 Brightburn, whatever the fuck. Hold up. Let me... I will show you my Kato. Under entirely different circumstances, that could mean the most obscene thing imaginable, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. Show the Kato could mean something outrageously obscene. There's a few responses, none of them for YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, chat. But that is kind of what I was also insinuating, Leo. Oh, Leo's underage. Unfortunately, we can't have this conversation here. There's a minor in the chat. Not 18 plus stream. But you have my address. You know where I live. Dude, I'm mad I'm out here. Another thing I hate while I'm dying over here is because of the fact that it will, like, immediately nerf the game audio, and all you hear is me, is anytime I swallow, anytime I take a sip of my drink and I smack my lips. Why is my bedroom light off? Only LEDs? Actually, it's a blue lightsaber. Okay. And it lights up my whole room. And yes, my lights are off, because when are they not? Why are you just staring in through the window? Just, like, knock on it. Come on in. You're probably the dirtiest minded. You mean you're probably the most dirty minded here? That's how a properly grammatical individual would say that. I almost fucked that sentence up so bad. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it was a response to that. No, because I am here, and I am actively more dirty-minded. Dude, oh yeah, y'all both are just, like, outside my window. Y'all probably at the wrong window, too. That's the funny part. Y'all making these comments like, yo, let me watch him. Bro, my TV's facing the opposite direction of the window you guys are at. Like, y'all can't even see the monitor. Y'all just see me reacting to things that I see. You know what? You know... I can't confirm or deny that, you know? But yeah, there was in fact something else that I almost fucked up. I probably, or probably not. World will never know. Yep. Oh, okay, so she's just confirming for me. Alright, well, you heard it here first, folks. I fucked up the pizza. Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, you know. I know we're all avid pizza enjoyers here, you know. But, yeah, get your minds out of the gutter, fellas. And lady. Get your minds out together. I see. Earlier, I blundered. Okay, sorry, I still get a little emotional. It was my headphones are dying. Come on, right now. Anyway, I went to set my phone down, and I elbowed my pizza, and it hit the floor. My life will never be the same. The emotion that I feel, I will never recover from this, chat. Pizza, it was innocent. It was good. It didn't deserve to go out the way that it did, but it went out the way that it did nonetheless. Getting fucking elbow dropped by accident. Bro, scary women are unironically hot as fuck. It's like they're scary, but like they're pretty. But like they're also a whole vibe, you know. My pizza to the floor. I'm emo now. I'm emo now. No, I was emo before. Oh yeah, I'm here to show you the cat. Behold. My feline friend. My finely groomed individual of sorts. With a tail. My paw-tastic fellow. My spectral... what's the scientific term for cat? Hold on. Scientific name for cat. My spectral Felis catus. If you will. No. My Felis catus. Yeah, girls having less than great eyesight is definitely. I mean, honestly, benefits there. I can see some really good benefits there. One, never a dull moment. Two, you could be like, hey, hon, is that a spider? And they can't see, they wouldn't know any better. They just see like a smidgen of something. They're like, oh my god. But like three, that shit probably look big as fuck to them, you know? Like they don't know what it looks like. They're none the wiser. They're kind of blind, probably, you know? Like in their eyes, you know? But they probably have glass. Never mind. All right, no, forget the third one. But like, you know, there's some benefits to having a half-blind or blind individual to call one's significant other. If any of the sentences come out the way that they do, it's either because I'm intentionally doing it for lulz, or I'm trying my best to correct what was almost a stutter. You just like glass. Honestly, real. Brunette, glasses. Nice thighs. Perhaps a very, very nice ass as well, you know. I'm not even farming. I have farming in the title. I'm not even farming. I was, but then I had to like show you the cat because you asked, and then now I'm just here conversating. I can't believe it. The one thing I'm anti dude, I'm anti like everything. And the one thing I'm definitely anti is social. And here I am, socializing. I'm a stinky pervert. Yeah, but at least I'm honest, you know? You know, I'll like, if someone presents to me, you guys, they're in your desk right now, you never wear them. I might be on the path to potentially winning at life. while also actively getting fucked at the same time by the universe. Did I get anything that can bounce me to 1? No, it's 140. No, actually, wait. There's a 1 point. This could put me at 150 overall. Nice, beautiful. You're dyslexic. I am also dyslexic. And I'm marrying this girl. I'm trying to remember the name of the song, but you know, there's a song about this. Something about asking a woman's father if they can have their daughter for the rest of their life, begging them to say yes because they have to know. Anyone else who's also Unk status knows the name. I do not. Wait, what? Huh? What? Do you not reference it? Huh? No, I was referencing, what's the song? Can I have the daughter? Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, because I have to know. Said I'll never get the blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, but the answer is no. Oh, you're talking Dragon. Of course, you're talking Dragon Ball. Yeah, that song. It's like a really old pop song. It goes hella hard though. I'm out of enhancement cores. Tragic. Speaking of songs that go really hard, any Marshmallow enjoyers? Any avid Marshmallow fans? Any listeners of soft, squishy artist? Yeah, I need more. I need more things. Unless I got one. Oh, I got two. Okay, wait. What are you? 148. Dismantle. Someone look up the name of that song. Put the lyrics in. Punch the lyrics into the Google search bar and then relay the song title. Immediately wanted Coco. Dude, I would kill for some Coco. Unironically. Coco would be really nice. Oh yeah, I still need 150 in the arms. That'll probably bounce me to Rude, but yeah, Rude. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Oh, why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway. Keeping that to use on the bow. Alright, let me get back to farming. Let me get back to sucking ass at the game. I'm also just waiting for my friend to get back on. So we can do more exotic stuff and whatever. But yeah, no, Rude's one of those songs. Like, you hear it and you're like, damn. It might be old. You know, I think just socializing in general, my nose just starts to run. I'm socializing with you, chat, and I'm having a whole reaction here. I might be allergic to you, chat. I'll be back.
The fallen will continue to claw at the walls of our city unless we strike them down. Beneath the ruins of the Cosmodrome, in the shadow of an old colony ship, we've located the House of Devil's Lair, and the High Servitor, feeble in their strength. We must destroy this machine god, and send their souls screaming back to hell.
I'm back, chat. What'd I miss? What'd y'all talk about while I was gone? Your favorite streamer is dying, wait, oh, from social... Yeah, no, dude, unironically, I would.
We can avoid the crossfire.
I have social anxiety, and it's pretty legit. Like, I'm not allergic to anything, but, dude, my social anxiety is legit. Dude, like, if I so much as, like, interact with somebody, my nose will start to run. I'm not even joking. Whether it's my family, whether it just has to be another human being. It doesn't matter if it's like in person, if it's like through a screen, over like a phone call, whatever. My body will react accordingly. I am not a social being in any way, shape, or word. The words are not coming out of my mouth properly. Hold on. Health. Pretty sure a long conversation you and... If I ever have a long conversation, it's because I just haven't talked at all the entire week. So then once I start talking, I literally don't stop until I'm done. Like, until I just don't feel like talking, you know, until I've exhausted myself.
Great. The way out of here is sealed.
Did bro say it's quite? You mean it's quiet? I don't know what, dude, that bugs me so much. Anytime I see somebody say like they're trying to say quiet, but then it comes out quite, it bugs me so much. Like, I'm not the kind of guy to like go out of my way to correct somebody grammatically. Like, oh, it's actually, no, I genuinely could not give any less of a fuck than I already give. But like, for quiet, they're two very obviously different words. And when someone's like, be quiet, what do you mean be quiet? You mean be quiet? Even when you like, if you pronunciate them, they sound totally different. Like quiet. Two different words, chat. If you spell them via pronunciation, they would also be spelled differently. Because you're pronouncing them different from each other. I'm mad at ranting about this. And I'm hitting all my shots. Anything else though? Oh my god, my boy's on. Huge. Alright, farming sesh just came to an end. But I shall continue to stream. They got this, probably. You know, we're just grinding hell out of... Yeah, we were, dude. But 10 hours? Were we really? I don't know if we were yapping for 10 hours, though. You know? I mean, we were yapping on and off, but I feel like we also had moments where we just kind of sat there on our phones. Just kind of yapping about shit. But, like, not really yapping. We had, like, our moments. I think towards, like, the 5-hour mark, though. We were? For 10 hours. For 10 hours? What? 10 hours. Oh, I gotta... hang on. My phone's at 50. It's fine. I can plug my keyboard in, though. It's so much easier to type when I have a keyboard connected. Because all I have to do is hit enter, and then I can type out whatever I want, and then I can hit enter again, and then, you know, it's so nice, so efficient. Bam, enter. Yo. 10 hours of straight EAP. I can't even fathom. The pressure one was very... Dude, it was... was that when we were going for the win? Was that when I got hoed? Oh, it's probably when I got hoed. Dude, I'm mad it was up to me. Everything was riding on it. I got to it. I got to the end. I got hooked. And then I got pulled into the invisible barrier. It was the get back. It was the get back after I was hoed. Okay. Yeah, no, dude, that shit was. No, the get back was when I died to Steam, right? And then I didn't get the end because I was dead. I'm so mad about that still, by the way. Mental health. Oh my god, what is this? And it's gone immediately. Alright. We care about mental health. Anyway, gone. Mental health so irrelevant, it's not even on the load screen for more than a second or two. That's crazy. That was in the same session? It might have been. It was. Yeah, because I died to Steam, and then we did it the third time. Bro, Miku is hitting hard in my ear right now. Oh, and they're gone. Alright. God, this reload is so bad. Orbs of power. Honestly, the whole thing I got going on right here is like whenever I have to reload my Ace of Spades, I'll just swap to the bow. And then while it's like in my pocket, or while it's holstered, my Ace of Spades is automatically getting reloaded. And so then after like, I don't know, 10-15 seconds, I can just swap back. And then continue going crazy. I don't know what is going on right now, chat. Casually puts gun in pocket. I mean, yeah, like, I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah. This is a big ass gun though. That's also very convenient. That thing that I have, I could use something else, but like, dude, we were locked the fuck in. To be fair. But yeah, I was saying something. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, no, so my, like, whenever I use my class ability, I'll leave, like, a shadow clone, basically. It's like in Spider-Man Edge of Time, whenever you're playing as, 2099 Spider-Man and you leave behind, like, a hologram. That's kind of what I got. And then I'll focus on that for a little bit. And whenever I'm, like, in a pinch, it's really nice. Plus, it's also, like, whenever I use it, and I get a kill, I get an orb of power. Whenever I use like this and it kills like that, it'll generate an orb of power. and it also counts as a class ability, so if I get a kill after using that, then I generate an orb of power. And, you know, just orbs of powers. More orb of power, a more ult. A more ult, a more gooder. More gooder, a more enjoyment. More enjoyment, the more time I put into this game. Oh my god, he is zooming, what the fuck? I have like 40 hours on this game already. The PS5 version, I don't even want to look at my... I have like 100 on the PS4. Nice. That's a lot of words you're putting in chat, Leah.
Halfway there. Cabal have hardened bunkers up ahead.
I see a whole lot of them from up here. Give them hell.
You're have to push 1K hours on. Damn, I can't. To be fair, I have an excuse for that one. I was going, and then you commented, and then I saw the comment, so I went to read the comment, and then I fell off a cliff. This is why you don't. This is why you don't text and drive, chat. Take notes. At 1,000 hours on Fallout, the fact you aren't impresses me. Not the fact that you're almost on 1K, the fact that you aren't at 1K. Landed for about a year. Oh, 1K at... Really? That is impressive. Again, it's impressive for the wrong reason. It's impressive because, like, I thought you would have at least 2K by now. 3,000 on call. We get it, bro. We get it. We know. It's not a flex, little bro. It's not a flex. Everyone has like 3,000 hours on Cold War Pandemic game, which is why it was so good. It's also like honestly, BO7 might be the best cause in Cold War, but like zombies wise, not multiplayer. I don't know, honestly. I'm conflicted. I am conflicted as fuck. On the PS4, it's the same version. There is no PS5 version of Fallout 76. And if there is a PS5 version, then I'm getting the hella scan, because where the fuck did you find that? Where did you find a PS5 version of it? Have you actually played the beta? That's what I'm talking about, like zombies. Zombies is actually going to be looking up. Unless there's no Super E, then in that case, I don't know. ABS Forest to combine your oh, well, it's the same hours. Because, like, my PS4 games, unless it's a different account, then in that case, are we including both of your accounts or just on, like, Etsuko? Okay, yeah, no, multiplayer is scuffed as fuck. I'm gonna be so real. Multiplayer is absolutely... we're done with multiplayer. That's all I gotta say. Multiplayer is like the equivalent of so we're done. So we're in copper. So we got wall hacks. So we're not beating the hackers. So we got no anti-cheat. So with secure boot. Yeah, no, dude, I got no hope for multi. I'm gonna be real. Like, of all the clips I've seen of just people taking the sniper and then running and then shooting across the map, through the map, is absurd, dude, let me tell you. That shit is not okay. And then I actually got into a match. that night you and me played, that last match we did, you and I both, dude, the campaign, I fucking hope so. It better be. If the campaign flops, it's over.
Now go start the rite of
It's beyond over if the campaign's done, bro.
We'll be done here.
And not a moment too soon.
The GG's, dude, yeah. No, I definitely like the zombies more, but like, until there's more to do in zombies, I don't know. There's not really anything crazy other than like high rounding, but like, I mean, I fuck with it. But right now, it just feels kind of like, I don't know, it feels... I don't know. I don't hate it. I do think it's the best zombies look since like BO7. Oh shit. since BO3. Words. Oh, work with me here. Focus on my shadow clone. Please, thank you. Since Cold, yeah, but like, no, like, I'm not talking about, like, if we're going to modern CODs, yeah. But I mean, Cold War just didn't have that zombies identity, you know? Like, it wasn't bad for zombies, it was actually, like, the greatest modern zombies of all time. But, like, there just wasn't that identity, you know? There wasn't that creativity. You know, the stuff that made zombies what it was, the identity of zombies. Like, you play this and you're like, oh yeah, that's zombies. Like, if you, like, be real. You've heard great things about zombies. You never played a day in your life. You're like, oh, people say Cold War is good. Like, if you showed somebody who had never played COD Zombies but had, like, heard of it, never seen anything, and you show them Cold War, if it wasn't for the fact that there are zombies on screen, you would not know that that is a zombie mode. Because of the whole Warzone aspect of it, you know? Armor, plates, it looks like Warzone, it looks like honestly, multiplayer looks more like zombies than Cold War. But I do like zombies more than multiplayer in Cold War. And I have a lot of time in only zombies. That's one of the reasons that I'm like 400 plus, is because of zombies. If you thought I did that in multiplayer, you would be wrong. Cause fuck that. No, we do not. No. Cold War armor system was, I don't know, in Cold War, the way it was like, you needed armor. You absolutely needed armor. And that's kind of what it feels like in zombies. What we need to do is we need to slowly go back to no armor. Because let's be honest, 9 times out of 10 we're fiending for armor. We have no armor, we're dead. But there's it was simple and easy. What about when it didn't drop armor? I don't know, with BO7 they're doing classic where it's gonna be like not armor oriented. But I'm skeptical about that because I don't know what it's gonna be like with the system being cultivated to hinge on armor. And dude, with armor in BO7, armor doesn't do shit past round 25. But like, I see where you're coming from, though. I will say that. I see where you're coming from, I understand, but at the same time, no. We need this armor system, if we're going to have it, it needs to be more reliable. It needs to be a thing where, like, armor doesn't drop every 40 rounds. Yeah, but that's the thing, you know? At some point, it just gets brain dead. I know, I get, like, for high rounding, that's kind of the whole point, but... I don't know, call me Unk, call me an old head, but I like when I get to go around and explore new things. I don't like doing the same thing, you know, like... Is there a reason that I'm cutting out here? Activision, are you hacking me? Leo, are you hacking me? Is it my headphones? Oh, it's probably my earbuds because they're dying. But no, I miss where, you know, you had one person doing this, one person doing that, and even though there's a meta, you would always see something different, you know? And now it's just like, all right, what's the best melee weapon? What's the best weapon to use to go in with, like, every time? What's the best? Oh, what's, you know, this, that. I mean, yeah, there was that in the old CODs, but like, bro, armor does something now. It doesn't exist. Like, even in Cold War, I feel like another reason the Cold armor was so good in Cold War was because the system was cultivated around that armor mechanic because the Warzone and shit like that. But it was cultivated around that armor system, which was controversial as fuck. But like, you got like no armor drops until you got Death Perception. And then you would get armor drops, you know? Then you'd get armor drops. But by that point, you're already set up. You're already doing this. You don't really, like, need armor because you're basically auto-generating that shit anyway. You know? But I do think it's nice that BO7 is supposed to go and, like... You can upgrade... You can do that... Brother, are we not playing that? Are you not looking at augments? Are you not exploring the augment system? Plus, that's another thing. Hold on, we're not talking about simply armor. I'm talking about armor on its own. You're talking about armor upgraded through, like, everything else. Augments did everything, okay? You are underestimating the augments. BO7 right now, if you play, there are no augments in the beta at all. There is no augments, but there is going to be an augment system. So going through armor by itself, dude. Matter of fact, new profile, Cold War. Don't even upgrade anything for like armor. Go in vanilla armor, the way it was intended. The crystal upgrades in Cold War were better. No, yeah, I guess in that sense, yeah, because you actually had something to do when you got out, and when you would go in, you had more reason to play. You know, you had more reason to exfil. There was more reason to do like a lot of things. But I don't know. I feel like you're missing the point here. That is, whenever armor came into the equation, it was good, but it was also bad. But at the same time, I don't know, you've always had a hot take when it comes to zombies, so I'm taking you seriously, but I'm not taking you seriously, if that makes sense, because I mean, I just I don't know, man. Your opinions are so the whack sometimes. You'll make a good point, but then you'll be like, oh, but Origin sucks. And it's like, what? But I do think, I don't know, our crystal system... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too, though. I'm talking about the armor in the game mode. Because that's what we're talking about. That's the topic. The topic is the armor. And I'm saying that armor without upgrades is nothing. I mean, it's a few extra hits, but when the armor doesn't even mitigate in Cold War, as a matter of fact, if it wasn't for the fact that there is an upgrade for Jug that makes it to where armor mitigates more damage, and in BO6 there is an augment where for Jug where armor mitigates more damage, you would actually die before your armor would even break. So regardless of whether or not, well, they're going to be working on it too, allegedly. I'm not trying to like say anything before I see the proof in the pudding, but allegedly, I don't know, the augments. I don't know. I actually like there's good augments and there's bad augments, you know. But there is more good, I think. It's all about how you like use them, you know. I don't know, maybe I just have good augment setups and that's kind of where I'm getting my whole thing from. But I also specifically high round. So I go in and I'm like, okay, cool, let me do this, let me do this. Cool, I'm set up. You know, I was playing BO6 day one because Game Pass. So going from like how some of the augments were work day one versus now, it's definitely better now. But I don't know, Zombies was also like, I feel like that was the first step to going back to what it was. There was some color in Zombies for the first time in a while. Now in BO7, there's some actual like identity coming back to Zombies, and it's looking nice. How nice remains to be seen. But I will say, server lag aside, it feels great. It feels nice. I love the challenge that there is, because we haven't had challenge in a while. The only challenge there was in BO6 well, yeah, no, obviously, to be fair, there would be some bias there. But I don't know, if I were to be biased as fuck, I honestly I wouldn't even have an opinion if I'm being biased. I would probably be like, honestly, actually no. You know what would be crazy? If they gave us an 120 FOVs in BO3. If they updated BO3 console, gave us an FOV slider, BO3 would then go back to the top. If they gave us Zombies Chronicles 2. Nah, lulls aside though, I do think BO7 is the step in the direction that we need, because we have something that cultivates to armor enjoyers, which as someone, I'm going to be honest, I am spoiled by the armor. Go in, no armor, it's not even a 2-hit system. It gets to a point. I know in old COD, it was just always either a 2-hit or 3-hit system, depending on like what perks you had, or if you had like a shield on your back, you know. So even on like round 100, it'd be a 2-hit. Round 100, I would argue Zombies actually are harder in the sense of if you don't have armor, you're basically just one-shot the entire time. But I do think that they're doing good with armor now. I know with no augments, armor is not horrible. There are more drops, which is great. Every other zombie will drop some armor now. The zombies do hit really hard, so there's that. But it's not until like around 30 or 40, which is where you would expect it to start getting crazy, where it's like, yeah, okay, this is kind of wild. But once we see what the augments are looking like and getting like a comparison between with and without, then it'll be good to see what we're working with at that point. But I also want to see how they do classic, the classic mode, because apparently they're going to be doing something, no armors, classic HUD, classic point system, which is points per bullet, which is what we've needed for so long. I'm mad that we're just now getting something like that. BO6, dude, with the tankiness of these zombies, and the lack of ammo, and the lack of point, dude, I mean, if you want to talk about bullet sponges stealing your points, modern Call of Duty, man. At least in Cold War, you could actually kill the zombies and make your bank back. In BO6 and BO7, the zombies are like so egregiously tanky. What knife is equal to the round? What do you mean? Like the fact you can pack a punch your dedicated melee? Also, yeah, no, you said something on Mule Kick. We technically have that by default with the dedicated melee now, but we don't have like official Mule Kick yet. I don't know if we're gonna be getting that back for a while. But I don't know, they need to normalize points per bullet again. Because there is just no way we keep on going. Oh, well, that's because the zombies were getting stronger, and obviously, basic-ass knife, you're not going to be going around. You know? Like, that's how it works. That's how it works now. But, like, at least back then, it would be like, oh, yeah, no, I can kill this guy, and I can kill them later on. But, like, in Cold War... Not Cold War. In BO6, Modern Warfare Zombies... And in BO7, I genuinely feel like we going forward to the next Treyarch game that would or next like Zombies experience. Just do points per bullet by default, or make the zombies less tanky. Because you can't have a points per kill system if it takes you 30 minutes to kill one zombie. Because then you're just getting like maybe 50, maybe 100, maybe 115 once you kill the zombie. And when ammo is like 5,000 with a fully papped, or like 1 to 5k for a fully papped weapon, when pack punching alone is 15, it's 20. When pack punching alone is 50k, wonder weapon ammo is 10k. And regular PAP 3 bullet weapon ammo is 1 to 5k. And then perks, if you go down, is like another 80k. Bro. Points per kill is so egregious, it's not even funny. Like, we gotta move away from that system. It's such a horrible system. It worked in Cold War. It does not work in anything after. I have 6 now. Can I... No, I need a prismatic core to upgrade this. Or prismatic enhancement prism. Right, that's why I'm farming. I'm farming for the fucking prismatic things. Enhancement cores. Cold War definitely... Well, that's where points per kill started, to be fair. It was points per bullet up until World War II, because that was the last Zombies experience. I know. BO4. Right? BO4 was 2018. World War II was the year before, I believe. Anyway, and then after, but like it was cultivated for that, you know. Yeah, like Cold War, you felt powerful because you were, I guess, supposed to feel powerful. But like afterwards, dude, the zombies got so tanky, everything just started eating bullets. And you just weren't making enough money back to actually, like, focus on what you needed to focus on. There was like you were at one point too focused on like, oh, I need points to get this, otherwise I can't do this. So then you spend like 8 rounds trying to get points, but you're also needing to buy ammo, you're needing to buy perks, you're needing to buy armor.
The fallen.
I will say yes, actually. You know, I will say Cold War armor upgrade, now that I'm thinking about it.
The ruins of the cosmic.
The method by which you upgrade? No. Like going specifically to a mannequin to like upgrade your thing? No. But using salvage? Yes. Because they have stuff that increases salvage drops. Salvage drops alone are pretty crazy. And now that I think paying upwards of, it's like what? You start with 1. No, you go in. Yeah, you start with 1. It's 4 or 5k for 2. No, it's 4k for a second plate. And then it's 10k for a third plate. It's 10k. That is a 6,000 point increase from a 2 plate to a 3 plate. I just want to throw that out there. So with them bringing back a, hopefully, points per bullet system, I'm actually really looking forward to, but no, because then you have to do like the Easter egg. I guess in a way you're like earning that mode, but I feel like they should have it by default. That's the only thing I'm kind of mixed on. Like, hell yeah, classic zombies. But at the same time, you have to like go through, do the actual Easter egg, and then I feel like that defeats the purpose of the classic mode. Because like you would want to do the Easter egg on classic mode, originally anyway. So I hope at some point they fix that, or at least make it to where like you have to do a Easter egg to unlock classic mode. I hope they don't make it to where you have to do like anytime a new map drops with a new Easter egg. I really hope that you don't need to do the Easter egg for that map to unlock classic mode for that map. I hope classic mode's like a one and done kind of thing where you do the Easter egg and then bam, you just have classic mode indefinitely. And you can go through and play on any of the maps just like that. But if it's like every map you have to go through, do the Easter egg, and then you can go through and do the classic mode Easter egg, that's gonna get really old really quick. Get the fuck out. I don't know, we really just gotta wait and see. And just hope they don't fumble. They will though, probably, let's be real. I just hope that they don't with the zombies. Multiplayer, I already see them fumbling. I wouldn't say every map on Cold War was good. I don't know, some of them felt the same. I really like Forsaken though. And Cold War Knocked. And there was D Machine. The one where you're in the city, no, not Firebase. What's it called? Not Firebase, the other one. It's the one I always compare to Die Rise. Machine, fire. Mauder Toten, yes, that's the one. That's the one. I don't know, I feel indifferent towards Cold War maps. That's only because, compared to, like, other zombie games, the maps all felt the same. Visually, they didn't. But gameplay-wise, the loop was just the same. If that makes sense. Like, if I go from Der Eisendrache on BO3 to... Origins, or Ascension, or Moon, the only similarity is really just that there's steps, you know, but at least the steps on those maps all felt different, you know? Like, I guess, yeah, with that you could argue, like, yeah, no, the steps are different, but, like, they are different in the sense that you're doing different things in Cold War. I'm also not at all focused on the actual game right now. Well, like, they just didn't feel different, you know? Like, whenever you're doing it, they felt like it was the same gameplay loop, you know? Like, you spawn in, you're like, okay, team, we have this, this, and this. We gotta do this, this, and this in response, you know? So, then it's like, alright, cool, now we gotta go put this thing together. Fight a big bad. Alright, cool, nice. Exfil. Or something, you know. But it's not like... On Der Eisendrache, you had to, like, build the bows. You had to... fill the stuff for the Keeper. You had to build the Ragnaroks. You'd actually go through light bonfires and all this other stuff, you know, like that. It was simple, but it was different. Whereas in like Moon, you had, or Ascension, you had the part where you had to get the Gersh devices, and you had to like throw them to one point, you know, do this, do that. I don't remember most of the Ascension Easter egg, to be honest. Handholdy, honestly, I wouldn't even say BO6 is handholdy. Because if you look at Liberty Falls, it's only because it's in the sense of quote unquote handholdy. Cold War is like, all right, it gives you a waypoint. Go here, turn on power, turn on PAP, and then that's the extent of it, right? With BO6, it's like, okay, alright, you're here, go here, turn on power, activate PAP, and then bam, you're done. Like, it's this, in the sense of directional objectives, it'll show you where to go. But if you go into directed mode, like, you're choosing to have your hand held, you know? So if you think about it from, like, that perspective, Cold War is also handholdy. BO6 is only handholdy if you choose directed mode and want it to be. But directed mode is also good for farming camos, or for like grinding camos, I mean. So I actually really like directed mode in that aspect. Well, that was a complete blunder of a trip mine. Motherfucker. Given that even regular mode BO6 always gave you adrenaline. Even then, so does Cold War, you know? Like, it's hinted with the environment in Cold War, to be fair, and with dialogue. And BO6 is also kind of hinted. Like, when you walk, I don't know, even in, like Liberty Falls, I'm gonna be so honest, I don't even really remember most of the Easter eggs. Like, I did them, but I don't remember them that well. Like, I don't remember the steps all too crazy, because I only high around. I did them the one time to do them, and then that was kind of it. You know, to get the rewards, whatever. But that's kind of how I am with, like, the current COD. Like, you know, at least in Cold War, even in Cold War, it's kind of what I did. Unless, like, I had to learn some of the steps to get to a point where I could high around. But I don't know, at least in old COD, like, I would actually, like, do Der Eisendrache. I love Der Eisendrache so much. I will actively do the Easter egg every single time, and then I'll just high around afterwards. That's what I guess that's something I like about modern CODs, though, is once you do the Easter egg, you do have the option to continue. Whereas in old CODs, you either did the Easter egg, and you had the option to continue, or you didn't. But to be fair, there was a lore reason, you know? Like in Revelations, you can't continue after the Easter egg, because, well, you're in a completely different timeline after the Easter egg. So it makes sense. Der Eisendrache, you can, because, well, you just kind of go to a different part of the castle, fight a boss afterwards, you go back to the courtyard, you do a thing, and you're still just kind of in the courtyard. So you're in the map, you can continue, you don't really do anything, go anywhere. So it makes sense.
The fallen will continue to claw at the walls of our city.
Oh, there's some stuff in new COD I wish I would like in, like, old COD. But there's stuff in old COD that we don't have in new COD that I'm just like, I don't know, indifferent. I don't definitively hate armor or love armor. I don't really particularly care for current zombies. But actually, no, I do definitively feel for that. I do prefer, like, BO3, BO2 to, like, now. But only, like, in the sense of, like, the maps and the feel of the games and points per bullet. Like, if we get Town in BO7, like, OG Town and OG Transit, then hell yeah. But, like, those will be the only maps I probably play. Or if we get, like, Buried, like a Zombie Chronicles 2 type of thing going on, then hell yeah.
Sealed. Pretty complex. I'll need time. is up ahead, under that colony ship. Just on the other side of all those devils. So this is the Devil's Lair.
crafty, and they'll find ways to survive. They always do. The Fallen will continue to claw at the walls of our city unless we strike them down. Beneath the ruins of the Cosmodrome, in the shadow of an old colony ship, we've located the House of Devil's Lair and the High Servitor, feeding them their strength. We must destroy this true god and send their souls screaming back to hell.
So this is the Devil's Lair.
The fallen will continue to claw at the walls of our city unless we strike them down. Beneath the ruins of the Cosmodrome, in the shadow of an old colony ship, we've located the House of Devil's Lair and the High Servitor, feeding them their strength. We must destroy this machine god and send their souls screaming back to hell.
So this is the Devil's Lair.
stands like a great shadow over our city. With its destruction, the fallen devils will grow weaker. But we must stay vigilant. The fallen are crafty, and they'll find ways to survive. They always do.
Alright, I think after I see if I can't at least get my helmet to rank 4, I will end stream. It's also 11:11, kinda tired.
Hello, Guardian. Welcome.
Yes, I need 10 for either or of these. Alright, let me see what I need, and I can probably just do one more. It's 3. That is Ascendant Shard and another Enhancement Prism. Damn. Damn. Well, I need probably another one of these. Definitely more of these. And then way more of these. And I need to do something with these because I'm holding the max. Okay, so to use these, I think I need to go. Here.
Eververse trades in goods we feel enhance a Guardian's journey.
First, I will end stream.